Hey everyone, today's topic is going to be what the narcissist doesn't know. Think about that for a minute, guys. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, the narcissist, what they don't know. This is instrumental. You are now on the channel, you're getting the wisdom, you're getting educated, you're becoming awakened and empowered. All the things that I mention are the things that the narcissist doesn't know. You see, the narcissist most likely believes that you are still stuck in the narcissistic fog, or that you are still pining for them, or you're still thinking about them, or that perhaps you will take them back in the drop of a hat, etc., things like that. The narcissist doesn't understand. They don't realize that you're actually healing yourself. You're taking this time post-ending of the relationship to put yourself back together, to do the hard work, to do the things that you needed to do to heal. Now again, many of you, the relationship has ended recently. Others, it's ended a few years ago, and yet still others, perhaps decades ago. The point being, why my channel is here, it's to give you support. It's to offer a service to the world, to let you know that in fact you are not alone and that you can get through this toxic narcissistic relationship. You can do it. We are all human beings on the planet. We all have setbacks. We all need help. We all need encouragement and growth and abundance. These are the things that the narcissist did not want you to acquire. They did not want you to figure them out, first of all. They did not want you to ever know who they were. Now that you're getting the wisdom and perhaps you're practicing radical acceptance and you're understanding that, wow, that relationship wasn't even close to what I thought it was. It was built on smoke and mirrors. It was manipulation. It had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with them. And what was I doing? I was there as a support system for this person who turned out to be the narcissist. In other words, I was working for them. I was living their life and putting my life on hold to the detriment of myself. But the narcissist didn't want you to know any of this. And now what they don't know is they don't know that you actually see through the mask. You've identified that in fact they are who you thought they are. And also that all these poor behaviors that you experienced, example, gaslighting and stonewalling and giving the silent treatment, all those things that I mentioned, they're real. Because remember, the narcissist wants you doubting yourself. They want you questioning yourself. They want you questioning your sanity. And I'm sorry to be so blunt, but that's true. That's why they plant seeds of doubt within you. That's why they're always gaslighting you, saying they're going to do A, B, and C when they never had intentions of doing it, when in fact they're doing X, Y, and Z. The narcissist knows what they're doing. And remember, you were not the only source of narcissistic supply for them. They had multiple sources. I'm not saying exclusively in the romantic setting. I'm saying that the narcissist needs to manipulate people. They need to take from people. They need to get people's energy and use it for themselves. Do you need to do that? No. What do you need to do? You need to finally understand what you were and or are up against, i.e. the narcissist. Remember, you weren't taught Narcissism 101 in school. My hope is that eventually we will have classes that perhaps aren't specifically titled Narcissism 101, but perhaps that are entitled Toxic Behaviors 101, or How to Treat People 101, or What Boundaries Are 101. I have so many ideas. It's point being, what the narcissist doesn't know, they don't know that each and every day that you are getting stronger, and that perhaps you're journaling, you're watching videos, you are exercising, you are seeing things clearly now, you are exiting the narcissistic fog. They don't know that you're putting yourself back together. Remember, the narcissist is an arrogant individual. They believe that the world revolves around them. And yes, you too were a part of that world for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship, until, honestly, you probably found my channel, or you probably stumbled across somebody else's channel and you got your first light bulb moment, and then you realized, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I was living. I was doing these things. I was seeing this poor behavior myself. How did I tolerate it so long? Why did I stay in it, etc., etc.? Everybody stays in the relationship until either they get discarded or they wise up, or number three, wise up means they get the education and they leave themselves, or number three, they stay in the narcissistic fog and they never get the wisdom because they don't have a craving for it, or perhaps they're so beaten down they just take the abuse each and every day. And that is where some people are. Other people aren't strong enough to exit the relationship. I get all of those categories. I understand it completely. My hope is you are understanding that you need to put yourself back together. You're going to have to do a lot of things post-narcissistic relationship that you are not prepared to do. Again, as I mentioned so frequently on the channel, perhaps you had to self-isolate. Perhaps you had to experience the dark night of the soul. Perhaps you had to see a therapist. Perhaps you had to consume hours and hours of videos, or read or order books about narcissism and toxic behaviors, or boundaries, or people pleasing, or learning how to say the word no, etc. These are all things that the narcissist doesn't know about you. Remember, when you were with the narcissist, they knew virtually you better than you knew yourself. And I don't say that lightly, they did. Why? Because they knew that you would give to a fault. They knew what kind of person they got involved with. They knew your morals. They knew your values. They knew your commitment and your dedication, and that perhaps you would be a great father or wife or neighbor or friend, whatever it was. But they saw what they could extract from that relationship when you were in it from you. That was the sole purpose for the relationship, to take what was yours for themselves. Keep in mind, so frequently I hear that the narcissist, when they hoover individuals, what are they actually looking for? Many things, but one is your energy. They want to consume your time and to have you thinking that things have changed and that perhaps you are open to communicating with them again, or perhaps you'll give them another chance, or perhaps things could be different, or perhaps they're not as bad as you thought they were. All of these things, that's what the narcissist does. And when you break no contact, as an example, meaning you're now communicating with the narcissist, you really, really need to understand how that does not benefit you. All it does is it takes you backwards. It sends you back into the narcissistic fog, maybe not as deep as you were, but it sends you back, and then you're going to have to begin healing all over again once you actually block them. This is the sticking point for many people, and I get it. I understand it. It's not easy to break the trauma bond. It's not easy to believe that the person you were with, who portrayed themselves to be one person, certainly was nothing like that at all. They were nothing but a coward and a bully, and they wanted to consume your energy. But what does the narcissist, what do they not know about you? Now they don't know an awful lot, do they? No. My hope is that you have gone no contact and blocked them and removed all flying monkeys and people associated with them. And perhaps this is when you found your peace. This is when you found, wow, I feel so much lighter. I feel so much stronger. There's not that connection that there used to be there. I am not wondering where they are. I'm not FOMOing. I'm not thinking about them as much. I'm not ruminating as much. These are all real truths. Remember, the further you get away from the narcissist, their physical proximity and or location and or any correspondence or communication with them, the stronger you get. It will sting for a while. It will hurt for a while, especially in the beginning, because you're so accustomed to that push-pull, the high-low, the drama, the anxiety, the walking on eggshells, the uncertainty, the doing what they wanted, when they wanted, with whom they wanted. All of those things that I mentioned, you got accustomed to that, and that was on purpose. That was designed. That is exactly how the narcissist wanted you. They wanted you trained and groomed so you would do anything at the drop of a hat to better them to the detriment of yourself. But now you understand that what the narcissist doesn't know, they don't know how strong you're getting. They don't know how clearly you are thinking now. They don't know that perhaps you started a business, or that you are taking a class or teaching a class. They don't know that you're traveling. They don't know that you found love again, if that's the case. They don't know where you're living. They don't know your new group of friends. They don't know that you know about them, perhaps. Think about all these things. These are all good things. I mentioned again that exiting the narcissistic relationship, in the beginning, it is very, very challenging. If you were discarded or if you had ended, however it was, there's a settling in period. There's a big void period when you have to really be alone with yourself and really self-isolate and really understand what kind of relationship you were in. After that, when you really get the wisdom and you're starting to really understand, wow, I am feeling better. I'm thinking about them less. I'm getting more sleep. My physical health is improving. I'm eating better. And I can actually go to the store and buy a jar of peanut butter, whereas in fact in the past I couldn't. When you understand things like that, what happens is your strength comes back to you, and it comes back to you each and every day, slowly, but each and every day you get stronger. Each and every day you return to the third version of you, not the first, not the second, the third version of you, which is the version of you where you are the most amazing individual. You're stronger than ever. You're galvanized. You've come through the fire and risen through the ashes like a phoenix. Beautiful horse in the background. And when you see this, what you say to yourself is, oh my gosh, I can do anything. I've now conquered the narcissist. I now want nothing to do with them. I've also removed flying monkeys. I want nothing to do with them. I've also removed other individuals that didn't serve me. Perhaps just plain and simply energy vampires. That is where you are literally as free as you're going to be. That is where the abundance happens. That's where you slow down, you live your best life. That is where you understand that You had to go through that relationship to get to this point in time. And that is an awakening. It's a superpower. And it is one of the most amazing and special things you'll ever experience on the planet. Because why? Because the narcissistic relationship was one of the most toxic relationships you've ever endured. And you didn't sign up for it. You didn't enter it knowing that that's what you wanted to be a part of. The narcissist manipulated you. They abused you. They had spiritual warfare on you. Yes, that's for a whole video series that I will be doing. But the narcissist knew what they were doing each and every time. Now, what the narcissist doesn't know is that you're getting stronger. You've reached that pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop where you just don't care one bit about them at all. You wish them the best of luck. Just stay away from me. That's exactly what you do. So guys, understand the message. It's a message of growth, of healing, of awakening, of abundance, of awareness, of self-respect, self-love, and everything about you. It's not about the narcissist any longer. It's about you. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the about to be rainy Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. No longer do we tolerate toxic behaviors. No longer do we keep toxic individuals around us just because they're used to contacting us or consuming our time. No, we are the most important things on the planet, each and every one of us. Wherever you are not alone. Remember that. I love you. Have a great afternoon, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.